Am I wrong for talking about my perfect pregnancy and making my sister feel bad? My female 24 years old sister, female 29 years old, has a 18-month-old baby girl. Her pregnancy was very rough. She was very sick. Her husband and her separated in the middle of her pregnancy, and she didn't have a lot of support from our parents, which isn't their fault. They were LC before she got pregnant because of some stuff my sister and her husband did. Lately, they've gotten back in touch again and are fixing their relationship. I am 35 weeks pregnant as well, and my pregnancy wasn't entirely hard. My husband and I have a good relationship. Even better now, I'd say. My relationship with my parents and our siblings has always been good too, and besides some minor inconveniences, my pregnancy has been going great so far. My mother is planning to move in with us for 1 or 2 weeks. We'll see after I give birth to help me out, which is something she didn't do for my sister. We were discussing this last Saturday because our parents had a family dinner and both of us were invited. Our parents and our brother's wife, were asking me about my pregnancy as well and if we were preparing for the baby. I don't feel like we were only talking about me, my baby, like we were all having normal conversations about work, politics, football, stuff we regularly talk about. However, when I was telling them about my last checkup, my sister told me that it's not right to brag. I asked her what she meant because I wasn't bragging at all. She told me that talking about how good and perfect my pregnancy has been so far is bragging. Once again, I told her I am not bragging. My mom backed me up on that. Yeah, well, as soon as our mother spoke up, my sister blew up. She accused me of being mean, of being a golden child, of wanting to drag the attention back to me, of being overbearing, etc. She said that I'm enjoying that she and her daughter are second-class citizens to our family because she's sure that everyone will spoil my baby as they spoil me. That I'm faking weakness to gain sympathy and have everyone pampering me. I told her to not blame me for her mistakes, because if she didn't have a great support system, it is because of her own fault and not mine. She called me selfish and spoiled brat, and I called her bitter and envious bitch. She also had a fight with our parents and my husband. Lastly, our dad told her to leave. My husband and I stayed a bit longer, and we were all talking badly about her. I admit that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if I made a mistake. Our whole family is rethinking if they want to go LC with her again, so I don't know. I'm just doubting myself. Edit. The problem our family had with her is regarding some inherited jewelry from our grandmother. She pawned them to go on an expensive vacation with her husband. She got some of it back but lost a necklace that had been in our family for generations. We all love our grandmother and really valued these things since they were important to her, and she never acknowledged her mistake or apologized, which is the worst of this. Because if she had at least apologized and said that she was very sure that she'll be able to get the items back, then it would have been different, I think. She knows she hurt us, but never even apologized for hurting our feelings and our grandma's memory, and all of this happened before she got pregnant. This was just the last straw for our parents to go LC, since my sister and her husband constantly disrespected our family's feelings, over and over again. Edit 2. I don't understand why everyone seems to be judging the thing about the necklace when we were already fixing that. I didn't ask for judgment because of that issue. It's because of this other issue during dinner. Context. One of our brothers is NC with her and her ex-husband. Since they refused to pay for the car he sold them, they had agreed on a price, but then they stopped paying. As for the comments, it was all kind of things that were meant to hurt. Like, for example, they were always talking about an ed I had when I was a teenager. Also, they kept insinuating I am sick again. Another example is the first thing my sister told me the day of my wedding is that I looked like my dress was swallowing me because I was too skinny. So unnecessary. They said that my husband looked like he was an alcoholic who would beat me. They also made comments about our other brothers and Sills. Then there's the petty things like complaining about food when they came over for dinner, not helping pay for a big dinner when we all agreed to it, and the rest of us had to cover their part as well.